What's up, my fellow weirdos? Welcome to the Weird Girl Findings. This is Naomi,
and Syria.
your neighborhood weirdos. Welcome back to the Weird Girl Findings. This is Naomi, your host.
And Syria.
How are you all doing?
Oh,
that's what's up.
Yeah. No, I feel it. I feel it, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice weekend. I see you. So, what's the tea? Wait, honestly, can we talk about Louisville, Kentucky's weather?
Again?
Why was it all of this week? It was beautiful. It was 50, 60 degrees.
Clear skies, like blue.
Gorgeous. And then Friday, it took a weird turn where it snowed maybe an inch. And in the morning, you just see a little bit of snow. And it's just kind of cold. But then this week or the next week, it's going to be 50, 60 degrees and sunny. I'm confused with Kentucky weather. If somebody can explain that to me, I think that would be amazing.
Yeah, the snow was crazy because it's like it rained a little bit, and I said it's supposed to be snowing, and he was like, "Oh, doesn't look like it's gonna snow," and then it snowed.
It did.
Yeah, and then my man called me talking about some. Oh, did you know it's snowing? I said, I told you it was supposed to snow.
Why didn't you listen?
You didn't believe me. But I did.
I thought you were about to do Nikki.
You didn't believe me. But I said it would snow. And it did. We were waiting for the
snow. We really weren't. We just wanted it to be consistently 50 to 60 degrees. Like, what?
Yeah. I don't think it's gonna snow again. Hopefully, like, cause
I don't think so.
Like I'm
so close
I'm
to
sick
spring.
of it. Yeah, because I was wearing like a what's it called cardigan, like a small cardigan with nothing on, and then I thought I could do that the next day, and then I was freezing because like why am I not wearing a coat? Because I forgot it was like winter. Like,
yeah, I know this weather is just wild.
Yeah,
I don't understand it.
But we do need to get into what we're here to talk about.
The tea on Love is Blind, the new
season
is out. And it came out Valentine's Day. You know what I did Valentine's Day? You want to know? I had a stomach bug.
Yeah.
That somebody gave me.
Yeah. Oh, someone gave you butterflies in your stomach. So cute.
And then it came out of my mouth into the toilet. And it looked like butterflies.
Oh, wow. That must have been a bad batch.
I was lovesick, I guess. You know, being single for so long. It's like, dang.
Yeah.
You just gotta regurgitate. I know that sounds gross, but
well, Love is Blind. If you're not familiar with our channel or our brand, we do have other reviews of the past seasons on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or pretty much anywhere you can get podcasts. We are all there. So if you watch our reviews this season and you like them, go check out our other podcasts and just scroll until you find something that says Love is Blind.
Yeah. We on there. We out here. So let's get into it.
Okay, so let's talk about the people. Do you have any like favorites that come to mind?
No. I know that's sad. But so far, no.
Yeah. Well, best girl, the first girl that you could personally think of.
AD.
Okay.
She's a real estate agent.
Yeah.
32.
She seems like a cool girl. But the thing is, like, one of the things she says in the pods is like, I know I always choose, like, fuck boys, like, you know, bad guys. And then you're talking to Clay, who's like here for the experiment but not, and
I
then
want to know what you
Matthew,
look
who's a
like.
serial killer. I mean, who's
Oh,
allegedly.
we're not trying to get sued out here.
He's interesting. Actually, can we talk about Matthew for a minute?
Let's talk.
Okay, so what I didn't like about him is him saying, "I'm not here to be on TV." Okay, you didn't have to say that. Like,
Because you are on TV.
we shouldn't have said that. Like, that's we know we're going to be on TV. It's a TV show. He said, "I'm not here to be some C-list celebrity." Oh, I don't think I'm gonna have to worry about that because
you would be a D-list.
No one's liking you so far. Because I just thought that was weird he said that, and even my man looked up and was like, he seems a little fake. And I was like, And he goes, I'm just this. So he says, like, I don't want to be a C-list celebrity, but then he sets up his little personality. I'm just a small town farm boy from a town of 600.
He didn't even have a country accent.
I'm just a small town boy. Yeah. Just living my life.
Yeah, Jethro.
Like, okay.
I need evidence that he was from a small town because it doesn't feel like he was.
Where is he from? I don't know.
I don't care that much, but I'm not convinced. I need to see some documentation.
So how do you feel about him or his relationships with the people in the house?
It seemed very robotic for me because when he first, I guess the first day, he wrote a list for the women, a list of questions he had, and the woman had to choose which question. Number, I think it was number 1 through 20 or something like that. And he was just kind of cold and rude when it came to somebody requested this number, try to be creative. Or he would walk out.
Oh yeah.
What?
When
nobody would want you.
The girl, Sarah Ann, right? She was talking and he just got up and left.
Rude.
You could just say, "Hey, ma'am, I'm not interested in you," and leave. That was very rude to me.
I was like, that was like a turn off, and he thought that he was the shiz Louise. Yeah. And I wasn't buying it, who are you to question me? Or why can't it be more authentic than you just like, I have a list. You need to check all these, you need to answer all of these questions the way I want. If not, I'm going to walk out and be a douche. No.
Yeah. So, and also so he had a relationship with Amber.
Yeah.
And AD, who's also Amber Desiree. Now, with her, I think I just feel like it was weird that he was trying to set himself up of who he was and how she's from a big city, and I almost thought that was kind of cute, but we'll get into more about that later. So what about Clay?
I feel like he didn't really understand the assignment because he kept on asking, what she looked like. And I was just like,
yeah, and he was persistent on it too. He said, I don't think I can get married without knowing if you have big lips, nice body.
But that's not what the experiment's about. So you're gonna have to regroup if you want to stay on the show. We've been watching it for a while. This is the sixth season, right?
Yeah.
Been watching it for a while. You should know this is kind of big, especially on Netflix. So you see it, and I'm pretty sure people are like, "Oh, I've never seen it," but you've seen probably the trailer to it.
Yeah, I mean, I think he tried to say "Oh, I never watched the show" or something. But why did you go on the show that has 6 seasons and didn't even try to take a gander? Or you knew what it was about, and you still decided to go on the show, but then it's kind of giving shake. even though what's her name was like super pretty, like he was just like, oh, love is blurry.
And honestly, with Shake, I have my opinion on internalized racism because they were both Indian. And I know with the caste system, having darker skin is lower class. And she was also a darker skinned Indian.
Yeah, yeah.
So he was like,
like my aunt.
I don't know, your auntie. And he ended up being with a blonde.
Yeah, and that's all he ever did. It was blondes.
Yeah, so I'm just like.
And then he was asking people like, "Do you think I can put you on my shoulders?" Trying to see how big they were.
I mean, I can't help that you weak.
If you can't get all of this,
then you're weak. But yeah, I didn't like, because I kind of spotted that right on when he's like, I'm not attracted to her. You're not attracted to basically yourself.
Yeah.
Because there's trauma within your race.
Yeah. So, that's the vibes we're getting from Clay.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, he's he's an okay looking guy, actually. He's cute, but, the personality, like, why didn't you go on Too Hot to Handle, maybe?
Like and then you would know what they look like, right?
Like a different show for you. And I probably still wouldn't like on a show, but that's what they're like, fuck boys, you know what I mean? Like that's the genre of boys. But so then we have Jessica. How do you feel about her? Yeah.
She was very, I don't want to say cut and dry, but it's like she has a lot of annoyances. Like, I don't like the way you crack your knuckles, or you would only have to be lusting after me. I don't want you following somebody else and liking their pictures and stuff like that, and this and that and this and that. It wasn't really cut and dry. Well, it was cut and dry, but she's just like basically my way or the highway.
And she's the one with the kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna say I don't know if it's an unpopular opinion. I actually don't know, but I'm gonna give a hot take and just say I don't think they should have kids. Like people with kids should be on the show because it's an unfair situation to everyone involved. We are gonna get married in like what month or how many months or whatever. We're supposed to be married. That means that I'm gonna have to sign up to become a father to a whole child
all of a sudden.
On the show and you have a child,
also Amber.
It is a little bit unfair to now everyone
with her
involved in the situation. You have someone who is going to become a father
weird that
in their case, or like a mother, a stepmother, and if you're going to get married, there should be someone you're going to trust around your child, and your child doesn't have to call them mom or dad.
More about that,
but they should treat them like their own child.
Definitely.
And it's kind of crazy to just throw that in, and she didn't say it until like a couple of dates.
I feel like
she didn't say, "Hey, I have a kid," and she even said like, "I didn't want to start with saying I have a kid." But also, the child, this 10-year-old kid is going to meet some random guy she met 30 days ago, and is going to be marrying her mom.
That's so weird. But that's like
what do you think? Because we both have kids, and it's different than you're in the real world. You can be like, I'm a mom, and blah blah blah.
On the show,
a normal relationship, she gets to meet the child, they get around them, we see how they interact.
Season, right?
But this is a person
you should know.
You don't know
at all,
and you're gonna marry them.
And then have them meet your child. You see it, and I'm pretty sure people are like, "Oh, I've never seen it," but you've seen it.
That's my opinion, and
he would not have to stay at my house until she came to him.
Yeah,
like it would have to be just like dating,
and you still decide to go on a show,
and
but then
eventually
it's kind of giving a shake.
Her meeting him,
even though what's her name was like,
because that's a sticky situation. You're bringing an innocent child into this. your child didn't ask for it, even though she did say, "Oh, she's honestly, so excited picking out a dress," but she doesn't really fully grasp the concept of this racism because and she's a child, so I know with the cat, she's going basically off of your excitement.
Yeah, exactly. Her mom's excitement and everything. A darker skin. So like,
so he was like,
like my aunt. I don't know. And then there was also the little weird thing where he was like he can't wait to travel. He was talking about how he wants to travel with her.
So I'm just like.
And then he was asking people like, "Do you think I can put you
Chelsea?
on my shoulders?"
Oh, because she's a flight.
Yeah, he was like, "I want to travel. I want to do all these things." And it's gonna be really weird if you have a 2-year-old. So, he was talking about traveling with Chelsea, and with her being a mom, you know, like it's gonna be a lot to deal with, like either getting childcare if she's not coming along, or traveling with a 10-year-old, which is probably not in his plans. Like, oh, I want to travel the world, and you know, with Jessica, what's her job?
Jessica, I wrote her down. She was an executive assistant.
Yeah, and then with Chelsea,
she's a flight attendant.
You know, it seemed like it would make more sense because they can travel and all that. And then it goes to, he asked her like, "Oh, what's a perfect day?" And when she described that perfect day, she was like, I wake up, I check on my daughter, then I go make breakfast for my daughter, then I take my daughter this, and then I do that.
You can tell she is bitchy because basically she says, when I get up in the morning, I have to get coffee because you're not going to like me if I don't. Like, okay, girl, we get
coffee. Yeah, and then the whole day is just like describing everything. And I think, and he didn't say it, I think he was kind of a little bit of a coward, but I think that kid situation kind of scared him off.
Yeah,
I think he was like, and he didn't say it.
I don't think he was ready to be a stepfather, you know, and then to a 10-year-old, you know, it's not even a baby. And then she eventually, hey, this is my dad, because she grew up knowing him as a dad. This is a 10-year-old that you're bringing into the situation. And I feel like for her, she should just date and marry organically.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's always necessary to be transparent and to tell somebody, especially with this type of situation. I feel like tell somebody off bat, hey, I have a kid. And if they accept you, great. If they don't, that's their choice and you have to respect it. You can't get mad. You like it?
Yeah. And how do you feel about him in general?
Being dead.
Okay, so how do you feel about Chelsea telling him that her friends or that people have often told her she resembles Megan Fox?
It doesn't, just because you have light-colored eyes and dark hair does not make you automatically resemble Megan Fox. A lot of people have that combo, and they don't look like Megan Fox. I think she was just like, hey, you know, you can't lose me, and since you can't see me, this is to my advantage.
Yeah.
Thank you, boo. And I feel like when he proposed to her and then finally got to see her, I feel like he was a little bit disappointed.
Yeah. And even if you look like Megan Fox, don't even say you do. Let it speak for itself. Because I'm not setting myself up. I'm not gonna be like, I look like Beyonce, like, and then show up like me. And I'm not saying that like I don't look good.
You do.
Or as good as Beyonce, but I'm just not gonna like put an image in your brain and then show up like, hi.
Yeah, that's weird.
And it's given hottie. It's given, you're just mad because all my friends say I look like Beyonce. Like, it's like, what?
It's like hottie, you think, but not others around you.
Like, if he chose her just solely on the fact that, no, she was like, you know what? Remember the dude from last season?
Okay, We gotta go.
The guy who chose Irina.
Oh.
He told her that she looked like Megan Fox. Maybe it was him that told her in the past, like, oh, you look like Megan Fox. Because he just thinks everybody looks like Megan Fox. If Irina does.
Girl, she did not.
Why would he even? He was lying to himself. He was straight up living in delusion until he couldn't do it anymore.
Straight delusion.
Like,
and he's like, she looks like Botoxed up. No. Female, squinty eyes, looking like you can't see out of them.
Like,
you look like you got fillers in your cheeks and lips.
Like, not cute.
You are a name, or you are a store brand version of Megan Fox.
I don't even think so. The store brands have been getting really good and close. And she is just like, no. And honestly, we wouldn't be talking about her looks like this if she wasn't such a terrible person, you know. But you, like, it's like your soul is like seeping out of your pores onto your face, and
it's your aura, it's your personality, it's who you are. Like, people probably are pretty, but then they add that personality to them, and it's just like, you're really ugly.
in the inside, and it's seeping through.
It seeps through.
Yeah, no, but they're okay. And then we have oh, what's his name? The guy. The other main one had the two girls. He was dating the customer service girl. So, wait, no, was it her? Yeah. The guy with the glasses.
Oh, is that Jeremy?
Jeremy. Yeah, Jeremy.
Jeremy.
It's spelled Jeramy.
Oh, that was kind of weird. I mean,
J-E-R-E.
kudos for being different. You know, his parents named him that. That's cool. But
yeah,
Jeremy.
Yeah, no, he seems okay. I kind of liked him at first, but he gives me a little also may have killed someone vibes.
He does give serial killer.
Like, I don't know, he's like, he seems nice, he's smiley, he's all happy, but then he's like, I don't know, something's a little off.
Mm-hmm.
Something's
like
off.
He has somebody in the basement, like Joe Goldberg.
Yeah.
And somebody else is keeping watch of this person in his basement.
He even has the Joe Goldberg hat.
He does.
Like, what's up with that? Who just has a plain hat with no design or nothing?
You.
Yeah. But so he was getting into a relationship with two people as well, right? The blonde girl.
Yeah. Laura.
Yeah.
And I can't remember her name.
Was it Sarah Ann or somebody else?
Yes, I think it was Sarah Ann.
Which I really wanted him to choose the other person.
Sarah Ann.
Yeah. And is it just me? But I feel like a lot of these picks are like, why didn't they choose the other person? Why didn't they choose the other person? And I was just thinking, does the editing do that on purpose?
I don't know.
Because, like, why does it seem like we see so much of one relationship, barely any relationships with, anybody else, and all of a sudden, like, they choose somebody else, and we're like, what? But they had more meaningful conversation with this. But you think about it, they say they talk for hours, right? And then they just cut in, like, 5 minutes of a conversation. So he could have been talking with the other girl, Laura, for, like, a lot and having meaningful conversations, but we see the other conversation because he told her about his dad and all that, and he said he doesn't talk to other people about that. Did he tell Laura the same thing? Like,
I feel like possibly, and it was just cut out to make the other girl feel special because she did mention that. It's like, I thought you said you told me things that you didn't tell anybody else. He said he did. But he could have said that to Laura too.
Yeah. But okay, so speaking of which, Matthew, he did the same thing. And AD caught that, was like, wait a minute. He was talking about asking my dad, and he was talking about doing this.
And he's saying the exact same thing, like it's cookie cutter.
And he also was like, we can leave right now. First of all, I don't want to leave. I want to finish the experiment. What do you mean leave? Like, that was kind of weird anyways.
Yeah.
Like, the whole experiment is like to get married and all that. Why would we leave? Like, I'm not understanding what you mean by that.
I don't know. I can't wait for the next. I know we did like a really fast run through.
Yeah, this is our general
episode.
Thoughts.
This is like the general thoughts, but I can't wait for next week because I want to get into the tea. Did Jeremy actually leave Laura?
Yeah.
I know that people that had romantic interests with Jessica and the other girl, they're coming back.
Yeah.
On the show,
which I love.
How is that going to play out?
I love it, and I hate that.
Yeah. No, I don't.
No, I hate when people go. Why would they bring them back? What's the point? The show's over for them. Yeah, so we can see the freaking tea. We want to see the drama.
I need to.
It's a train
soak
wreck.
it up, drink it up.
We're here for it. That's what we want to see. We want to see it play out. We want to see, like, oh, do they feel like, oh, she looks better than her?
This is why it's been going on for 6 seasons.
Yeah.
So we need to see the
formula, and it's been working. So
I love it.
Let's keep it going. And the after altar is messy too. Like, let's keep it going. You know, we want to see people.
Because you want to see more and more. Like, are these people actually going to work?
Yeah.
I want to know, like, what drama is going to happen next?
So let's do a quick rundown on the reveals. So how did you feel? Okay, so we forgot about the first one. The first.
Amy and Johnny?
Yeah. I mean, I thought they were cute.
They are blondes. I keep on forgetting about them, but they are kind of.
They seem okay.
Mid. I mean, they're not something. Oh yeah, they're a standout couple. Not saying that they're not good people, but
yeah,
they're not really memorable.
Unproblematic.
Or memorable, not rememberable.
And it's not even if you're unproblematic. It's just like I literally forgot about them.
I know. They're not like something that sticks in my brain.
Lauren and Cameron are unproblematic, but they weren't forgettable.
I love them.
And was it Brett and Tiffany? They were unproblematic, but they were like memorable.
They're gonna have such beautiful kids if they ever decide to have kids.
Yeah. But kudos. I don't know, because what if something like explosive happens? But we have to go. Okay, so how do you think Clay reacted when he saw AD?
He was like,
because he said like, "Oh, your lips," and that was one of the things he said. Like, I don't want to date somebody who don't have nice lips. But he still was looking. He said, I've changed. I've changed for the better, and I'm a new man. Mm-hmm. I don't care about looks. But he saw her, your lips, and then she showed around him.
Saw that booty.
She's like, the strings. He ain't looking at no damn strings.
He's looking at that booty.
Like, for real, show that off, because her body is banging.
Banging, honey.
She's banging.
Whoa, a donkey booty and waist on starved.
And, like, everything.
Like, they're lifted.
Like, she looks good.
I'm here for it. Like,
so,
girl,
like, I mean, he got the lips, he got the booty. Like, I guess, but he was like, ooh. But he also kind of gives me, like, ungenuine, like, oh, you know, like, I don't know. That could just be who he is and how
he doesn't have an outstanding personality, I think.
Yeah.
Like, he's just fitting in. He is the arm candy for AD because AD, she outshines literally everybody.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, let's keep going, because then you have the who's Trevor?
Trevor is one with the mullet.
Okay, we're not talking about him because he didn't get picked for anybody.
I know, but he when she told him that she was gonna pick him, it was Chelsea, right?
Yeah.
He's like, well, he was really he was really trying to make
Why
her
are
feel
you
bad.
not trying to pick me?
Are you sure about him? Because he wasn't really sure about you. I'm like, she didn't pick you, man. Get over
I was
it.
like, she needs to
move
just
on.
leave. Because
Go
it's
back
like,
home.
why does she have to keep listening to him talk? She's already said yes to the other guy. Like, does she have to be here?
She
I would
know,
be like, okay, well, I wish you the best. I'm gonna go ahead and leave now. And you good luck with everything, Trevor. Enjoy your moment.
You're not gonna guilt trip me because if I made up my decision, if I made up my mind, all right. Well, sorry you feel that way. I'm gonna head out real quick because I'm not gonna be in this awkward situation that people ask me questions as to why I didn't pick you. Well, I just didn't pick you. Like,
yeah, the guys don't
get over it.
Girls don't like me because they think I'm just a meathead because of my muscles and my mullet. Well, she couldn't see you, and she still said no. So let's try to figure something else out. A different excuse. Yeah. What is the guy's name who's dating? Who chose the lower girl?
Jeremy?
Yeah, Jeremy. Okay. So how do you think? Wait, did they show that? I can't remember.
What?
His reaction to was it? You said Laura?
Yeah, he thought she was beautiful.
Yeah.
Amazing. I guess so. Like, there's drama in this season.
Yeah.
But people are kind of like men. They're kind of like.
I feel like everyone chose. I think he should have chose the other girl, not because she's prettier, which I think she is. But I liked her. I liked her personality a little better. That's just my opinion.
Yeah. He chose the wrong one. But when they went to Mexico, Jeremy and Laura seemed like they were having a blast
until the infamous bean dip, which I've never heard of.
And that provoked him to want to go home when it was just it was
the
blown
situation
out proportion.
It's crazy. So she said, "Oh, you should go bean dip her," and he was just like, "Oh, I'm not gonna do that. You're crazy." So then he brought it up, and then Clay was like, "What? You're not gonna do that?" And then they're like, "Oh," she comes over. "Oh, it's just a joke." Then he starts feeling insecure, and he's all like, "You know what? You told me to do this. This is crazy." And it was just like, "I'm gonna leave. I don't even want to be here." Like, what? What? I literally didn't understand what happened.
He just walked off. Like, it wasn't that serious. I don't think she was mad. I don't know why he was mad. Like,
AD was just stirring up so much trouble by the way she looked. Because it was Chelsea. And,
but Chelsea's extremely. So, how did you feel about the whole debacle with Chelsea and her man?
Okay, so he goes up, he sees AD again walking around looking like a dime piece. And he said something about her looking good. But Chelsea is the one, didn't she's the one that said he said something about you. She kind of said it. She shouldn't have repeated that or
so I think she was trying to do that to be like, okay, let me mask that he kind of disrespected me by saying, oh, she looked good.
Yeah.
And let me just say, we both did it. We both said it. But then it took a weird turn.
Yeah,
because he was going up talking to AD.
Mm-hmm.
And she just like fell by the wayside.
She shouldn't have done that though, because she didn't have to. He decided to go over there and be like, hey, sorry, I wasn't trying to make it awkward. And then he was like, how are you and Clay? Like, look at him. He is gorgeous. Look at that man or whatever. That's
he was pumping him up.
And, if she could have just joined the conversation, she could have been like, yeah, oh my God, you do look great, girl. And yeah, Clay, you guys would make great babies. Oh my God, I can't wait to see you guys together. Okay, babe, let's go get a drink.
Yeah.
Let's go get a tequila, whatever.
Take control over the situation instead she just isolated herself.
So when later on where she's crying and being like, I just feel like you left me alone. You let him be alone. Why didn't you go up to him and say, hi, babe, let's go get a drink? It was just awkward, the camera, her just at the bar. and him just talking casually, like he doesn't realize what's going on. And she's like, what? Go up to him. You can, he's right there. Just, yeah. Oh my gosh, God. Yeah,
I
that's
felt
so crazy.
uncomfy.
That's so crazy, girl. And I can understand having social anxiety, you don't like doing that, but I would just do it. I'm not gonna just watch my man talk to a woman and then be uncomfortable when I can literally just go over there.
Exactly. That's your man. Go get him. That can never be me because I'm going to take the show away from that person. Oh yeah, girl, you look good. Okay, babe, let's go get something to eat and something to drink, and let's go mingle with somebody else. Mm-hmm. You're not going to take over my man and my spotlight. I'm number one.
For real, like, and AD was just living her life. She wasn't trying to steal nobody's man.
Wasn't.
She just happened to be looking good, and he was.
And they was got intimidated. But it wasn't side hug. It wasn't like a full blown, hey, I'm here.
Yeah, and then I know like she came up and was sitting on Clay's lap in front of those men.
She was showing them, hey, this is my man. I belong to him. Yeah. She wasn't doing anything disrespectful, I don't think. Yeah. Chelsea felt insecure. Mm-hmm. And when they had that conversation, oh, I feel sad. He was trying to console her, like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see it that way. I'm sorry, I didn't see it that way. And then she kept on repeating, like, oh, well, you made me feel sad. Well, what do you... And then finally she said, well, what do you want me to do? You made me feel sad. And it's like, well, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. She's like, well, you made me feel sad, just take it. Like, what?
Just take what?
He's trying to tell you. He didn't realize the situation. He didn't realize you were uncomfortable because you didn't vocalize it.
Yeah.
And you're getting mad?
And he explained everything. I did this, I did that. I spoke highly of you. I kissed you so many times last night, or at the party, and I did this. I'm sorry I felt this way. And then she was like, but you're not understanding. You have to let me explain. He understand. It sounds like he understands.
He was like, understanding.
Listen, I'm sorry that I did make you feel that way. I'm sorry that I wasn't around. I'm sorry I did this and I did this to you. But you know what? It won't happen again. But I'm still hurt. Well, go eat some ice cream. Do something.
Take a shower.
Yeah, have a glass of wine. Go exercise, walk.
Incorporate some self-care.
Funny video. Do something because it's like this is not up to me at this point.
Exactly, because you're dwelling on it, and him already saying sorry, and him already acknowledging his actions and what he was doing step by step. If he's saying sorry, then you should just accept it. That's what you can do. She's like, well, what can I do? Accept the apology and move on.
Because I understand, I could understand why she was upset at first. It's kind of like, oh, now because, Eddie did look good. He's over here hugging her and stuff like that. But you can always, what I didn't like is that she let it go on and then she complained about it when it's something she could have prevented. Yeah. And I don't think he was being malicious. I really don't think he was.
Not at all. She could have easily went up to her man. And incorporated herself in that conversation. And said, oh, I feel uncomfy. I feel uneasy. Oh.
Yeah. And he was being a little weird because I feel like he was asking her how do you think? And he was, but I think he was just. Then they show him ask the other girls. So maybe he was just trying to see how everybody's like. Are you happy with your choice? Are you happy in your relationship? Maybe that's how I take it. But
I
doing too much.
I feel that he did choose her and he does care about her. Mm-hmm. And he just thought in his mind, oh, these are people that we know. Let's mingle. I don't think he thought oh yeah, I'm gonna check out some ladies, tonight.
We've dated all these people, but then these are also people that are friends because these are girls he didn't choose.
Yeah, exactly. So why? He chose you and you're still being insecure. So that means you need to heal. That means you need therapy. Stop being so insecure. You're, I guess, a beautiful person on the inside. I don't know you.
I guess. She's not bad looking. She's just not Megan Fox.
At all.
She's not ugly.
Let's get that straight.
But it's just she set herself up for failure so maybe he was like, oh, okay, Megan Fox, cousin.
Twice removed.
On her dad's side. like I don't know. Side. No, I don't know because I don't know. But so it was a wild few episodes, and I can't wait to get into next week.
So excited.
Since it just came out, and we just had to like film this.
We had to talk about it, guys.
We just gave our general thoughts on the last the first 6 episodes. So hopefully we can do more of a
brief
episode breakdown on the next ones.
Yeah. I think so.
And get to really discuss everything. We just wanted to give our take because
brief overview.
We love Netflix stuff, reality stuff over here.
And who's all excited for Bridgerton? Woo!
When is it coming back?
Coming in May and then June. There's going to be a part 1 and then a part 2.
Okay, so we're going to be talking about that.
Yes. I love Bridgerton so much.
Definitely talking about that, giving our take, and any other like show review, movie review. Maybe we should do some movies, something.
We can do that.
Yeah, we'll do some fun stuff on this YouTube channel.
Yeah, definitely. Well, that is all for our episode of, I guess, really the beginning of Love is Blind Season 6. Tune in next week or next time as we discuss even more of this upcoming 6 more episodes and what we think about it. So until then, stay weird, y'all.